Seriously, what's going on here? Meghan knelt down with a report in her hands that analyzed their popularity in the United States. Good day, pals. Royal Family News Update Channel welcomes you to the latest information about the royal family's most publicized hypocritical couple, Prince Harry and Ms. Markle. Based on what I've seen, I believe Meghan's popularity in the United States is on the decline. There was a lot of interest in the newlyweds and they were the center of attention when they first arrived in Britain because she had gone from being a relatively unknown US cable actress to marrying a British royal. Nearly 20 years ago, a middle-class Australian woman wed Crown Prince Christian of Denmark, so a similar situation occurred in Australia. But in this case, Princess Mary is still living in Denmark with her Danish husband, except for brief trips to her native Tasmania and the rest of Australia for the holidays. Like the British royal family, Mary maintains the dignity of the Danish throne and never addresses the tabloids' frequent fabrications about her alleged marital woes, extramarital affairs, and other such nonsense. We don't know if she went through the same processing in the pecking order as Princess Catherine seems to have endured with dignity, but she is highly regarded by Queen Marguerite, so whatever testings either Catherine or Mary endured, they passed with flying colours. If the Queen had insisted from the beginning that Harry's fiancée accompany Sophie, the Countess of Wessex on engagements and properly learn the ropes before she had time to run rogue, perhaps Meghan would still be a respected and much-loved royal wife. Let's talk about Meghan again in the context of her current standing in the American press. Immediately after Megxit, I believe the media artificially boosted her profile in an effort to generate revenue and sell copies of the news. It's possible that Meghan and Harry would have benefited from keeping quiet about her royal rift if it had kept the level of interest in her and her husband's relationship at such a high level. A juicy hint of some tea on the side story can sell millions of rags to gullible readers who learn 10 parts of nothing for their $5 outlay, but tabloids love to speculate. Meghan has been changing the story daily for the past 2 years, despite the fact that she has been spilling her guts all over the US. These stories are all completely made up and she has no way of taking them back. Flaunting one's wealth in the face of massive inflation and poverty is not a good look, especially while spending Diana's inheritance like a bucket of salt. In addition, they label themselves as eco-friendly even as they waste millions of dollars annually on disposable clothing and other items that end up in landfills. Trying to gain lasting fame and popularity by stoking tensions over race and gender when those issues are already under control thanks to legal protections is a losing strategy. Not much more needs to be said about this self-absorbed egomaniac. The following comment from an American citizen is guaranteed to make Meghan feel depressed. I am a U.S. citizen and I have never believed in the Harry and Meghan story of their experience in the royal family. When they first started dating, everyone was excited and supportive, but when they announced their engagement in an awkward interview, some people started to worry. After that, my combined knowledge of the two began to erode. For me, the Oprah interview was the final nail in their coffin. But for the two of them, living the high life in the super-rich haven of Montecito, California, every day since that interview has been another opportunity to drive another nail into the coffin. I haven't and won't sit by and listen to them insult the British people or try to eradicate their storied cultural practices while also unfairly criticizing and severely harming their families through innuendo or outright lies. As far as I am concerned, Harry and Meghan are just two con artists trying to swindle the public with a confidence game. There is nothing there that I would call a bomb, despite what the media says. It's true that the claims are far-fetched, but I don't put any stock in what they say without evidence, and I am confident that this time will be exactly like the last. It's expected that Harry and Meghan will make false statements that will make headlines but offer zero evidence to back up their claims. Since they are both widely known to be dishonest, the remaining episodes of the series will follow the pattern set by their Oprah appearance. Headlines that are based on falsehoods. I get that what they're saying is hurtful to some, but try to see it from another perspective. What they say won't change the fact that the vast majority of Brits back the monarchy and hate these two manipulative liars. An observer at the royal event remarked, The Sussexes make me think of that annoying camp song, Little Red Wagon. In particular, same song, same verse, a little bit louder, a whole lot worse. All of these claims have been made before, but they have never been backed up by any evidence. Their claims become more outlandish and the crowd laughs and continues on with their day as they yell even louder. With all these supposed revelations, I assumed I'd be more incensed than I actually am. Nonetheless, I have realized that nobody believes their dross, and that by continuing to do so they only make themselves look sillier and more pathetic. Since no one is buying what the monarchy is selling, it will only grow stronger. They have become so jaded, enraged, and warped that they can never be content with whatever life throws at them. Their days are spent seething with jealousy and plotting against William and Catherine rather than enjoying a home and lifestyle most of us can only dream about. As one viewer put it, "The ones I am getting sick of are these comments about Meghan being a high-security risk planning on hurting Wales or how disrespectful about the Queen. Now don't get me wrong, before some people say I don't like the Queen I do, but Christ, you're giving Meghan more credit than she deserves. As far as I am concerned, she's an ex-celebrity who married a prince and is now driving everyone crazy with her antics. Just thinking about Meghan makes me laugh." As a representative of the royal family, who have done nothing to merit this treatment, it hurts us so much to see them go through this. The condition of Harry's wife continues to worsen. Harry is now so confused that he doesn't know if he's on his feet or in her gaslights. Due to her manipulation, he is completely subservient to her. That he will come to his senses and realize how completely distant he has become from his loved ones as a result of her controlling him is a prayer we must all make. This American has zero tolerance for such petty, false accusations of racism and egotistical posturing. It is clear that Meghan's actions, and not her skin color, are to blame for any negative reactions she may have received. She is the only one being racist here. She invited famous people she'd never met in the hopes that they could help her get a foot in the Hollywood door, but she left out her family's black side. She has gone to great lengths to hide the fact that she is black. She has had her hair straightened, her nose reshaped, her skin tone lightened, etc. Yet she has the audacity to insist that the attacks she has endured are based on her race alone. Do you agree that Harry and Meghan's attempt to win over the American public was a complete and utter failure? Post your responses in the space provided below. With any luck, this video was instructive for you. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe, like, and share it. Please enjoy the next video in this newsletter series and thank you for watching. Goodbye.